baby girl up here with me. You know I got two baby girls, Holly and Flair. One time I hadn't had Flair too very long, I don't know, a couple years maybe. And I was in there talking to her, baby girl, and my little sweet thing. And Holly's in her room. She said, "What? What?" I said, "I was talking to Flair." She said, "Well, I heard you say baby girl. I thought you was talking to me." So I got two baby girls, but I let her. She's cold. She slept on the back of the chair, and I had to run to the store for one thing for supper because I forgot one thing last night, and so we didn't even have it. I wasn't gonna do it 2 nights in a row, so I just let her sleep in while I run to the store. And I thought, well, it's hot out here. It won't be too cold for her. So, what are you doing? You just, that's where I put her. That's where she stayed. They're very lethargic when they're cold. You see, she's dark. If she was like warm and all happy, she would be so bright and pretty and yellow with streaks of orange. But right now, she just woke up, and so she's cold. Anyway, before I get started on my weigh-in, I was going to show you my, there. Let's see if you can see. You are my sunshine. Holly got that for me yesterday. She had went out and she found me a little pig statue. I think I've told you before, I used to collect pigs big time. I mean, I had a house of pigs. Everything was pig related. I mean, everything. And I just kind of migrated away from that. You know how you go. And I still like pigs. It's just I have more owls than I have pigs. I like them both. But she saw this little 3 pigs, like the big one, the middle one, and the small one sitting on the top. And so she got me that. It was sitting over there on my place at the table. And I got it and set it over where I was going to set it beside my little Goodwill shelves. So cute. Went back over there a little bit later to get some medicine. And I saw this sitting there. I'm like, well, where did that come from? She snuck me a little coffee cup in. So she knows I like seasonal cups, like the one that I still drink all the time. Eat, drink, and be scary. That's my Halloween cup, but I like it enough that I use it all year. But she got me a summer cup. Now, weigh in. I forgot to put it in my tracker. Hold on. I'm going to do the math and be right back. Have it handy. 3.6. Up or down? Up. I told you last week when I lost that, I wasn't excited. I wasn't getting all, worked up about it because I knew. And sure enough, but I'm not sweating it. Whether I was on plan or not, I was the same as last week. I was on plan, but not specifically careful about it. A little extra here, not tracking. I've got to get better at my tracking. Y'all got to help me figure out how to track other than just doing it. I just sit down to eat, and then I forget to put it in, and then as the day goes, when I was writing it down in my book, I was remembering more, and then I got out of that. That is probably the hardest thing I have in this journey is tracking. And I know when I don't track, I eat too much because I don't think. I can eat breakfast, and by supper time, I could just about not tell you what I ate. And I sure can't tell you what I ate the rest of the day. So, it was the same as last week. No binging, no going berserk, no falling off, going crazy. Just not being careful, not being, not studious. Y'all know the word I'm looking for. But even so, I know for a fact a lot of that is water. And I'll give you the quick medical update because y'all asked, and some of y'all asked yesterday or whatever. So I don't mean to bring it up every blasted time, but this is the one way I know to keep y'all in the loop. So I'm going to try to get through this quickly. My leg, I think I told you the other day, had I already told you it started bleeding? I think I did. Well, that wound has opened up bigger, and then another one under it has, and so it started leaking pretty good now. It's draining pretty good. She has referred me to, well, because my new doctor, she's like, who is your lymphedema doctor? I don't have one, never have had one. They sent me straight to get wrapped. Okay, she sent me a letter yesterday. Here's your new medicine for, oh my gosh, I was thinking I had one new medicine. Now I've got 2 new medicines. Can I just tell y'all, that puts me to 19 prescriptions. I take 19 prescriptions. So we'll just leave that there. This one is supposed to, another diuretic, specifically to help this leg. It helps other things too. So I've never heard of it. And I take it in addition to the one I already take now. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think it makes you go to the bathroom a lot. But I don't know if it's a coincidence that when I started taking it, this leg started draining heavier. Is it reducing the fluid, and since that's a way out, just like your bladder's a way out, that it started coming out heavier? Maybe, I don't know. So I know a lot of that weight is fluid. Even the doctor yesterday, he's like, you can gain weight. He said, that's all fluid. That is the next thing. Is I went to the pain management, and he's kind of an ass, if I can be so blunt. I could tell he is intelligent. He's younger than me, so he should not be jaded, as in being in that field forever. I can tell he's intelligent. He knows what he's doing. He just has zero bedside manner. And I'm one of these people, I like my pillows fluffed. I don't like this baby root kind of at me. I've been through enough of those. And he was not, he didn't say nothing about my weight, so it wasn't that type of situation. It was just, he was just very abrupt. I didn't care for it at all. I did not care for his demeanor. But I did appreciate his knowledge and what he had to tell me and what he offered me. It's like David's parents, their heart doctor, he's the one that did all his dad's procedures, his mother, the whole 9 yards. They said he was so mean. He was a mean doctor, but they said he was the best doctor. So they just knew that's how he was, and they dealt with it, and they loved him. So I guess that's just the way it's going to have to be. I'll just take the knowledge part, since he's not going to be, if he was somebody that's going to have to deal with, you know, on a weekly, monthly basis, like primary care, no, I would go somewhere else. I did that with my kidney doctor. When I first saw him, didn't like him in the least. I called right back and said, I'm not going to see him again. You better put me with somebody else. The next one they put me with, love him. So don't be afraid to switch doctors. But since I'm not going to have like a main ongoing relationship with him, I'm not going to worry about it. But he said, because his hospital group, there's like 2 here in town. I go to 3 different ones. But there's 2 here in town and around, and they compete. Well, they're with one, and that's where I had my MRI done, so he could see it. And he said there was nothing he could do for that. He said your only option is surgery. They should have said, he says, sent me to me 2 to 3 years ago. He said, I can't do nothing for you now. That's what he says. I can't do nothing for you now. Okay. I started saying, well, bye. But he's like, the S1, which nobody has ever mentioned to me had an issue, is all gone. He said he can do injection in that joint. And that, I did not know, is not part of your spine. That is down there in your tailbone. He said it's a joint just like your elbow or your shoulder. Who knew? Didn't know. Never has been brought up. I guess because the spine surgeon, he works with the spine. Maybe that's why he didn't mention it. I don't know. So I go July the 1st for that. he assured me it does not go in the nerve. He does not touch the nerve, because he knew right off the bat. I told him I will never have another nerve block. You will never go towards my back in my nerve, never. Because that last one that knocked me off the table, lesson learned, because it goes into that pinched nerve. Ain't doing it. You know they say never. I'm telling y'all right now, listen up. Never will I do that again. So since it's going into a joint, I'll do it. He said, if you want to. I said, well, there ain't no if. He said, you let me know. I'm like, no, I'll let you know right now, because if it don't help, I'm not going to know if I don't do it. If I don't do it, it's definitely not going to help. So I would rather take a shot than not. Because he thinks, I showed him where he's going to show me again where that pain is. And I showed him, he goes, yeah. He goes, I think I can help that. So if he could take that part away that I thought was part of the spine part, if he could take that part away, that would alleviate so much until I can get the rest of it fixed. That would be a blessing. So he might be I don't want to call him a jerk, but well, if I call him an ass, I can call him a jerk. But there was perhaps a reason, obviously, if it works. If it don't, I don't know what the reason would be. But if it works, there would be a reason why things turned around and I went to him. Because if I had the surgery on the other part, this part wouldn't be fixed. And so what if that then made that part worse and I couldn't do nothing about it because I'm recovering from major surgery? So I know several of you have told me, everything works for a reason. There's a reason why you didn't have it. Some y'all tell me that stuff. Y'all are very encouraging. So maybe that's what that is. And the other drug she gave me, you can hear my mouth clicking like that. It does what it was intended to do, but one of the side effects is major drying out, and that includes your mouth. I was eating a cheese stick yesterday. I straight up could not swallow it. I could not. It stuck right there. There was no spit in my mouth. There was no moisture. It was like cheese ball and cotton. Cheese stick and cotton ball. Had to drink to swallow it down. So that is not helping these sores in my mouth. So my mouth's not staying lubricated. Now, I think that is all of the medical updates. If you have any more questions, let me know. Or email me. You can email me. I'll email you. I might not do it that day because sometimes I forget. I will check my email and I'll see it. And I won't have time that very minute to write back. So when I get over there and sit down, like when I'm going to write back, I forget. Sometimes it stays. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, but do email me, and if I don't get right back, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just being a doofus. Now, oh yes, I was going to tell you about Sebastian. First of all, the good news. Y'all know the issues we have, you know, seeing him and stuff. Well, this 2 weeks ago, RJ messaged his mother and said, I'm out of work. What do you think about him staying longer? She said, well, she'd think about it. Well, she hadn't said anything, so he messaged her yesterday and said, what do you think about what we talked about? He messaged me just this morning. His message was like, OMG, OMG, OMG. Mama, you're not going to believe this. OMG. I'm like, what? He sent me a screenshot of their text. She said, yes, she would get him on July the 1st. So that is a whole 2 weeks longer. So that would make we have had him close to 2 months. Maybe a month and 3 weeks, something like that. She said we will do every other month. So she'll have him July until the end of the year. And we'll work on that. We'll go from there. And it's our December. His birthday is in a week before Christmas. So it's RJ's year for December. They've got it, you know, alternating. So she'll get him July 1st, and then we'll get him back August 1st, and all the way to the end of the year. RJ was beside himself. He said we get book a butt every other month. 50-50, he said. So that was really good news. Really good news. Now, the other Sebastian news, you know, he was here the other day. I've not been able to see him again because I have to keep my leg up. And RJ, he was like, you want him? I'm like, I do want him, but I can't. With my leg doing draining, I have to keep it up as much as I can. And I can't keep it up at all, and he's here because, you know, up and down. Well, I went to the bedroom. Hold on. I went to the bedroom, and I come back out. And when I walked around, my chair was over there, and I spotted something out of place. I looked. I was like, what? There was a crayon laying on my chair. The closer I got, oh my God. Crayon all over the seat. Orange crayon. I was like, Sebastian, what did you do? He's like, ooh. I'm like, oh my God. So, this is one time that David Maness is glad that he bought a warranty. He does not believe in warranties. He will not buy a warranty for love nor money. I made him buy this. He bought me this lift. It's not a regular chair. It is a very nice motorized lift chair. He bought it for me last summer. Very nice. I'm proud of that chair. I love that chair. That chair is my bed. It is my life. I live in it. Well, he wasn't going to get the warranty. I said, yes, you are. 5-year warranty. The man told me, he said, if you spill, let me set my cup down before I drop it. If you spill fingernail polish, he said, you'll get a new chair. Now, I don't know if they'll try to upholster it, clean it, fix it, new one, but whatever, it's new to me. They'll cover it. I went there and got my warranty paper out, and I called, and he started filling out the claim. He said, now what happened? I said, my grandson colored on it with a crayon. He said, yep, we can help you with that. So I sent him pictures and just waiting on him to call me back, tell me what my next move is. I guess they look at the pictures. He said, it's easier for that than to send like an adjuster out. It's just easier to send pictures. So I guess they look at them and try to gauge from the different angles that they tell you to take what their plan of action is going to be. So, yeah, boy. Now, Holly, listen, let me tell you what I did. I was going to tell you what Holly did. Holly, she drawed on everything. She wrote her name on everything. Didn't matter. Didn't matter how many times she told her not to, she did. Well, when I was little, there was a commercial. I know y'all remember it. But Mama said she went in there and I had sat behind the chair and I had just drawn circles up and up and up and up all over that wall. She said, what did you do? I told her, I'm making my noodle soup, Mommy, making noodle soup. Do y'all remember the Campbell's soup commercial? And I remember it. The bowl of hot steamy soup is steaming up the window and she draws the noodles in the steam. Mama said that's what I was doing on the wall with my crayon. So, I guess he was making the noodle soup on my chair. Oh, good times, good times. That's what we say. Good times, good times. Oh my God. I did not even tell y'all because I didn't tell y'all yesterday. I forgot my anniversary again. Yesterday was my wedding anniversary. And it was not the first time, so let me tell you, not the first time and not the last time that we forgot. We don't celebrate no big pomp and circumstance over Valentine's or anniversary. None of that. We just don't. We never have. If you do, that is wonderful, right? Saying be like me, and it's not because we don't love each other. It's just because it's never been an important thing to us. It's just not. He don't give cards. I got flowers and a card for Mother's Day, and I about fainted because he just doesn't do that. So when I get it, it's very special. But every year since I've had Facebook, Facebook reminds me it's my anniversary. I had that doctor's appointment, and when she made it, I'm like, I looked at the day. I'm like, oh, that's my anniversary. Went right out of my head. I was sitting at the doctor's yesterday, and I pulled up Facebook, and the first memory was, OMG, I forgot my anniversary again. Facebook reminded me. I scrolled down, and every year, Facebook reminded me. Sometimes it was like a memory of a memory of a memory. Piggyback memories. Same thing yesterday. Anniversary. I'm like, I'll be darned. Well, before Facebook, we'll be sitting in here. I'm not even joking. The kids think it's hilarious. They love it. We'll be sitting in there watching TV, and maybe somebody says a date or just something. One time, it was close to a month. It was in July. And we were sitting there, and I said, honey, I think we had an anniversary. He's over there. He goes, I think you're right. We're like, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to you. And then we go on about our business till next year. So, yesterday we were married 26 years. And the way I remember, I'll have to do the math every time. But it's 1 year more than Holly is. So, she's 25. We've been married 26. That's how I can remember. But I think that was all I was going to tell you. Okay, Flair. Look at my little fatty. I call him my little fatty Bo Betty. Come over here. Let's say goodbye. Oh, I know. Come on. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. I'm not going to drop you. I am going to add one more thing. Yesterday, I made some magic mouthwash. Let me preface it by saying, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a dentist, I'm not a hygienist, I'm not a shaman. I'm none of these things. This is just something I make for myself. So this is for your information purposes only. Now, this was something I was given by a dentist years ago, and it's good for toothaches, all these sores, and I've gotten sores in my mouth for as long as I can remember. Inside the mouth, the tongue, all kind of irritations inside your mouth. And it is something they compound at the pharmacy. So you have to get it at a pharmacy that does compound it. You can't just go get it at CVS because they don't do that. And all the pharmacies, they have different names for it and different recipes, because I've got it in several different ones until I learned to make my own. I did some research, I found the recipe, and that's how I've been making it ever since. Well, I needed a new batch, and I thought, well, I'll just show you what I do. It is strong. It's as strong as Listerine. I can't use Listerine, it lights me up. It's not as, well, it is strong, but it's not quite Listerine strong. It's the ampicol in it what makes it, but it will numb your mouth. It numbs it. You don't drink nothing after it, you know, maybe a good half hour, whatever. Don't, like, I'll just put it in my mouth and swish it around till everything gets coated. You just kind of hold it in there, let it, you know, settle in, and then spit it out. And I'm going to tell you, after you spit it out, your mouth immediately starts forming saliva, and you got more because it's like, woo, this is rough. But it lasts a good long while. But like I said, information purposes only, but I thought you might enjoy seeing another little something that I like to make. And yeah, that's all I know. Alright, talk to you later. This is so wonderful for mouth sores and irritations. I bet it would be good even if you had braces on, because you get irritations when you have braces, when you have dental work. But these little bottles I get at the Dollar Tree, and I buy a couple of them at a time. It's travel bottles, and there's one, it's like you can put lotion or whatever. Well, it snaps. Well, I can't get it up. Anyway, it snaps up where you can pour shampoo or whatever. I don't use it for that because you can't really squeeze it. It's rigid, but it's perfect for stuff like this and other little potions and concoctions that I come up with. And it comes with one of these, maybe 2 of these or one other kind, and then the little spray bottle, and they're all this size. And I think there might be, I'm going to say 4 ounces. So I don't measure my milk of magnesia, but you'll see what I do. So these are the ingredients. Milk of magnesia, and the thing that I can figure out what this does is it helps it coat because it's thick. So it helps it coat your mouth. It could have another use. I'm just guessing. Then children's Benadryl, which they had some of this at the Dollar Tree today. I already had this one on hand. Children's Motrin, which I had to get today, which is the CVS brand, just liquid children's ibuprofen. And I got the bubblegum flavor. This I think is cherry. And then Ambisol. And I have the maximum strength. So you can see it's not the cheapest. The first layout of money is not the cheapest. But you can see what little bit of ingredients. Each batch is really, really cheap. We need 1 teaspoon of each one of these, and then we'll add that. So 1 teaspoon of Ambisol. I wonder if I should have got my... I was wondering if I should have got my tiny little funnel. And then a teaspoon of the ibuprofen. I smelled it a while ago. It smells really good. I hope the bubblegum and the cherry goes good together. And if you did make this yours, your amount of milk of magnesia, it'd be hard to go by. But I'll just show you in a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. A teaspoon of the Benadryl. Oops, I spilled some. That's okay. So I brought my little rag in here. Now let's shake that up. And you can see that icky color. This is how I know. And this is the only way I have ever made it. So I couldn't give you, I can give you a teaspoon of those, but I could not give you an amount of this unless I was to like measure it and pour, measure it and pour. And I'm not going to do that because this is just the way I make it. I make it by sight. Let's get it good shook up. So we're just going to pour, and it's probably going to go about somewhere around that label until it looks like Pepto-Bismol. So just do a little bit. Put the lid on. That's pretty Pepto-Bismol-y. I think that is lighter than it used to, the old kind. So I'm going to go a little bit more because I do know, just from doing it so many times, I wanted to show you the color of Pepto-Bismol, but it's going to be a light Pepto-Bismol because I know that is a lighter color than the red that it probably used to be, because normally that is about the amount. Oh, my fingernails have still got that stain stuff. I guess it's going to have to grow out. It looks disgusting, so excuse it. I guess it'll just have to grow out. So that's more like calamine lotion, really. Depending on the darkness of your liquids, you're going to go anywhere from Pepto-Bismol to calamine lotion. Now all you got to do, shake it before you use it. Just put some in a little cup. Nobody in this house uses it except for me, so I just drink straight out of the bottle. I just take the lid off and just, you know, just put enough in your mouth to swish it around, hold it in there, let it get on it, coat it real good, spit it out, don't swallow it, don't swish any water after it, don't drink anything, just let it sit on there a good half hour, there you have it.